present your work history? This is Dr. Angela Massey. Thank you for visiting my blog at drangela.speaks2women.com as we continue the interview skills series. And today we're going to talk about how do you present your work history. It is important, first of all, that you have your resume together. And of course, you know that my book is not about putting your resume together. It's not about any of the other parts of the job search. It's strictly about interviewing. Now, your resume needs to be put together so that you can identify the noteworthy results in previous positions that will help you to spark discussion. And I'm going to read from my book just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. Now is your opportunity to collaborate on your results. For example, substantially growing revenue in the sales department by 23.8% each quarter, or shrinking the budget by 14.5% because you led a retail organization are the kinds of results that deserve elaboration. Clearly, these kinds of achievements are pointed out within your CV or resume. This is what propelled the prospective employer to contact you and to schedule you. So don't be shy. In fact, I say, toot your own horn. This is the time for you to let the interviewer know what kind of skills you bring to the table and how those skills on paper match up to what you've done in the workforce. Now, if you have a sketchy work history, you know, you might have worked 6 months here and 5 months there and maybe a year here. What you want to do is look at your resume and group those things together in terms of skills. So if you have, for example, a cumulative total of skills in retail, then put those together as you talk about the fact that you have all this retail experience. You take that 6 months, you take that 1 year, you take that 5 months. So now you have 2 years of retail experience, and you want to present it to the interviewer in that way so that he or she can see that you're not a job hopper per se, that you have achieved and obtained these skills through your jobs, through the many jobs that you've held. Now, what if you've been working in your job for 5, 10, or 20 years and you feel like there was never any room for growth? Remember that you absolutely do not want to say that particularly to the interviewer. You want to stress that you have a desire to learn, that you're versatile, that you've cross-trained, that you've been transferred between departments, that your duties increased during that long period of time, and so that it was not just that you were just in that same job doing the same thing year after year after year after year without any growth. So that is important for you to make note of. Remember that you want to point out to the interviewer that you are eager to learn, that you express your diligence in your search for an organization where your skills will match their needs. I'm going to end this video with what I said in the last part of this chapter, and that chapter, by the way, was chapter 6. It's called Now That You're In. Before going into this process, take some time to analyze and document the numerous facets connected with your own work background that offer an optimistic twist. Toot your own horn. You needn't be afraid to focus on your positive traits in spite of how unimpressive you think your prior positions were. So there you have it, what you need to do. Now, tomorrow's video, we're going to talk about the nuts and bolts of the interview. What kinds of questions will you be asking? How should you answer those questions? So stay tuned and join me on drangela.speaks2women.com, and I will talk to you tomorrow about that. Now, click that link right down there if you want some more information on how you can start an online career. I will be more than willing to help you. That link is makemoneywithdrangela.com, and I will see you tomorrow. Remember that we all have gaps and we all need to close them. This is Dr. A. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.